Will you please take care of my children for a month until my injury heals? Yes, if you ask. Huh? My boss took care of me when I was having trouble finding a job, and he was hospitalized due to injuries. Apparently, when he stopped a student who was messing with his truck, the materials on the loading platform fell apart. He protected the student and suffered a broken leg. It seems that the student ran away immediately. My twins are turning 18 this year, but they're still in high school, so I'm worried about leaving them alone. What about your relatives or friends? I've been disowned by my parents and cut off from my ex-wife. My friends are all ugly old men. If they touch my cute girl, I'll wrap him up in a rag and dry him in the sun. The tone of his voice is serious, scary. I glanced at his daughter, Miyuti Tendo, who had come to visit him. She looks like a delinquent, but she's definitely beautiful. Okay. I am indebted to you. I'll take responsibility for your children. In this way, I decided to take care of the twins. My house is so small that 3 people can't live there. So I packed up the bare minimum of my belongings and decided to sleep over at my boss's house. I'm Aoi Asamu. I work at a construction site with your dad. I'm 27 years old this year. Well, nice to meet you. The twins don't say anything, and don't even look at me. The younger brother, I think it's Yuki-kun. He seems like a typical delinquent. This might be difficult. Anyway, it's already late, so let's have dinner. I'll make something with what's in the fridge. Is curry okay? Huh? You think I can eat food made by someone I don't even know? Jeez, just go home. I was asked to do this by your father. For the past month, I will be your guardian, so I won't go home. Or are you trying to make your father worry about you even more? That's unfilial. Shut up! You're talking like you're my dad. Even though the younger brother was cursing at me, he stayed calm. He might actually have an honest personality. And Miyuti-chan? Wait, what are you doing?
Cooking. I can't let a guest do it.
Thank you, but don't wash rice with dish detergent. Stop! The rice will absorb the detergent! I didn't miss that Yuki-kun quickly turned pale behind me and quickly left the house. Traitor. A few days later, I sighed deeply while working at the site. Since the boss is absent, detailed instructions to the workers have been delegated to me. Naturally, the responsibility increases accordingly. It's refreshing since that guy isn't here, but you guys seem to be having a hard time. This man smiling happily is Mogobono, the son of the president of the contracting company. He's the site supervisor here. Don't cut corners just because we have less manpower, alright? It's also no good if the construction deadline is not met. At that time, you will be fine. Yes, I'll keep it in mind. That's right, just follow me obediently. People at the bottom have no choice but to work hard for low wages. You're not in a privileged environment like I am. Your future is pitch dark. So pitiful. Looking down on workers? I can't believe that's a line from someone who works in the construction industry. My boss is not afraid of a guy like him. That's why Bono hates my boss and seems happy about this incident. I think he's a truly outrageous person for taking pleasure in seeing someone get hurt. I'm tired. I'm home. I'll make dinner right away.
Welcome home. I'm cutting vegetables for miso soup right now.
Thank you. Didn't you peel the onions too much? Just the brown skin is fine. Miyuti-chan probably felt bad about leaving all the housework to me, so she helps me out. But she's a complete beginner. She is unpredictable too, so I teach her patiently.
Oh, sorry.
No, you don't need to apologize. There's a first time for everything.
Not only that, Yuki and I have been so spoiled until now.
My boss divorced his wife 10 years ago because his wife was pregnant with a child with another man and left him. From then on, he raised the children on his own. It seems that he has been doing the housework somehow, albeit clumsily. Well then, let's surprise him by mastering the housework while he's hospitalized. Isn't it more fun to think that way?
Yeah. Thank you, Aoi-san.
I'm gradually getting closer to Muti, but the problem is the younger brother. Hey, I told you to come back before it gets late. Where were you? Shut up. I'm an adult, so I'm free to do anything, you old man. High school students are still under the protection of adults, and I'm not an old man yet. Ha! To me, you're an old man. I bet your bottom is young and inexperienced. Shut up! It's somewhat experienced, idiot. I try to talk to him over and over again, but no luck. I was a fool to think that he might be an honest guy at first. Even after 2 weeks, the distance between us hasn't gotten any closer.
My brother. I'm sorry about the way he is.
Muti-chan, you are not at fault, so don't apologize. Muti looked sorry. Then she started talking about her life.
We haven't had a mother since we were 8, and our father was too busy with work. He works on Saturdays too, right? That's why he rarely came to school events. That's why we felt lonely. We thought that we were unwanted children. We thought it's Dad's fault that Mom isn't here. We rebelled against him and started hanging out with a bad senpai to fill our loneliness. And the strong sense of camaraderie made me feel like I belonged somewhere. We really were stupid.
You think? I always thought F off to my father too. I think it happens.
Is that so?
He was trying to force me to take over his business and always settles things with his fists or money. So I got fed up and ran away from home. That's why I feel like my boss is like my second father. He throws fists at me too, though. Oh, Yuki-kun has come back maybe. Judging from the footsteps, it was definitely him, but he quickly locked himself in his room. I'm sure he bought some sexy books and hid them. Just kidding. But I'm worried, so I'm going to check on him. I knocked on the door several times. Yuki-kun, welcome home. The meal will be ready soon. Do you want to eat? I don't. Leave me alone. I heard that in response, but I opened the door anyway. I knew it. You came back injured, huh? Hey, don't open it without permission, damn you! Forget that. Just come on, let's go. Don't pull me! Where are we going in the first place? Doctor, I have a friend who runs a clinic, so I'll ask him to take a look at your injury. Yuki-kun resisted, but he was still weaker than me. I dragged him out of the house. Fortunately, he only had scrapes and bruises. I guess he got hurt in a fight. You keep doing unnecessary things. Don't act like my dad even though you aren't. Damn you, old man. Hey, even though you're wrapped in bandages, you sound well. And I'm not old yet.
Yuki, calm down. Your injury hurts, right?
Shut up. You're also annoying. Why would you listen to him, you idiot?
I owe a lot to him. You shouldn't say that to him.
That's right. The boss will always be worried about you because you always act immature like that, you know. When I made fun of him, he glared at me sharply. I need to make you know your place. Know my place? How childish. Damn! Yuki raises his fist, but so slow. Huh? You dodged that? You bastard! No matter how many times he tries to hit me, I easily dodged. I'm used to doing this with my dad and boss. Yuki quickly became out of breath and wiped away his sweat and frustration. Satisfied? Now let's go have some food. How can he move so fast? Crap, I look so lame right now. Even after that, Yuki tried to hit me several times, but I dodged them all. Every time I do that, he grits his teeth, but I don't care. But after a few days, he stopped attacking me and instead started to keep an eye on me, probably looking for an opening or weakness. I sometimes see him helping his sister.
Yuki! See, the trick to cracking an egg with one hand is... Ah! I screwed up.
By the way, Yuki seems to be more skillful than his sister. Another week has passed since then, but Yuki-kun still doesn't get along with me. It's less than a week until the boss gets discharged from the hospital. Time flies. Last week my work at the site where the nasty supervisor was in charge of ended, and I handed the work over to the next contractor. I'm working at another site now. Both Miuri-chan and Yuki-kun are late today. Well, this is always the case for Yuki-kun though. It's now 8 p.m. I haven't received a reply even though I sent a message to them. Maybe they're walking nearby. I became worried and searched around the house. They might have gotten in trouble.
Hey, there was a delinquent boy and girl in the vacant lot just now. They got into an argument with an adult about something. Really? There are so many bad people around here, it's scary.
No way. Could that be? A vacant lot. I started running to the place I thought of. The kids of that bottom feeder are bottom feeders too, after all. What? Stop messing with us.
Yuki, stop it! Let's run away!
I felt relieved when I found them, but I came across an unexpected scene. You guys! Oh, and you. The person standing in front of Yuki-kun was that guy, Mogobonno. Huh? What? Ah, you're that annoying boss's subordinate. Are you babysitting them? When I rushed to the twins, Yuki was already beaten up. Miuri-chan, this is...
That guy! He has been gathering delinquents to form a summit gang group. I heard that he secretly gives instructions to have them destroy things or attack people.
That's definitely a crime. Bonno, I thought you were in a privileged environment. Of course I have money and status, but I'm bored, and that stresses me out. That's why I use these outcasts to do whatever I want. Everyone is obedient as long as I pay them enough. I heard that annoying boss's kid was also a big deal, so I thought I'd try to recruit him. If I make you do something stupid, your father might cry, huh? That sounds fun. He has probably been doing bad things for a long time. I show my smartphone to him. Enough. I recorded this conversation. I'm going to call the police right now. That's fine. Then I'll order my subordinates right here and destroy your family. Bonno doesn't flinch. I guess he's trying to solve things with money. Then, Yuki stood up unsteadily and glared at Bonno while spitting up blood. Yuki-kun, don't get emotional. What? How can I not? Because of this guy, my dad... What? What do you mean? Oh, no way.
That guy said he was the one who caused the vehicle at the construction site to act up. He was frustrated with him, so we did that. And he was laughing about it.
Miuri squeezes out a trembling voice. Yuki was also shaking with anger. I feel the same way as you two. I can't stay calm when someone I care about was hurt on purpose. Even though there are laws and police, there are still people who can't be saved because of people like him. Huh? What can you do? Bono tries to hit me, but his fists seem to approach me in slow motion. Oh, my shoulder. Sorry, I guess it got dislocated. Well, I meant to do that though. I squatted down and said that to his face, who looks up at me while holding his shoulder. Come to think of it, your father is embezzling money, isn't he? Holding a fake general meeting of shareholders and increasing executive remuneration and stuff. Huh? He used to come to my dad to borrow money. He also said that he made his son, you, a guarantor. He also consulted with my friends about management, but he hasn't paid the fees yet. What are you talking about? Just, who are you? Don't you remember my name? Aoi Hachikan. I'm the son of Haruma Hachikan, the leader of the Hachikan group. Then, cold sweat suddenly began to drip from Bono's face. His body seemed frozen with fear. I hate people who work in the underworld, but now, for the first time, I'm glad I was his son. Your father is indebted to my group, right? You can act like that only because you're reaping the benefits of that. When I punched the ground, he twitched his shoulder. Bono desperately opens his trembling mouth and squeezes out his words. Please forgive me. I'll pay for that guy's treatment, and I'll never do anything bad again. Bono bows his head over and over again. There's blood on his forehead from rubbing his head on the ground. Bono-san, please don't apologize over and over again. No matter how many times you do that, I have no intention of forgiving you. I will expose your father's evil deeds. Your glamorous life ends today. No way. If you ever need money too, my father's group will lend it to you at any time. Oh, police? Are you gonna call them? Then I will call my dad now and ask him to collect your father's debt immediately. He is at a loss for words. I smiled and stood up, and I said to him, crouched on the ground, "Have a good day," and I left. By the time we arrived home after visiting the doctor, it was already midnight. I hold the twins by the shoulders and quietly begin to talk to them. Sorry for surprising you. I'm the son of a Yakuza, and I've been raised to be the successor since I was a kid. But I started to hate my daily life full of troubles. So when I was in high school, I had a fight with my dad and left home. Of course, I couldn't find a job, and that was when the boss picked me up. You hate me now? Then Miuri-chan gently held my arm.
No, you are you, Aoi-san.
Hey, will I become stronger if I join your father's group? Will I be able to protect people like you? In response to his question, I silently shook my head. It's not a good idea. You already have a place to belong, so live your life to the fullest. Your father just wants you guys to be happy. Believe me, okay? Miuri-chan and Yuki-kun both looked straight at me and nodded slowly. Later, Bono's father's embezzlement was made public, and it was discovered that he had committed many other illegal acts. Selling trade secrets, compliance violations, falsification of corporate data. There was no end to the list. In the end, his company went bankrupt, and our company, which had been doing business with them, was affected to some extent. Bono's father was burdened with a large amount of debt and disappeared somewhere. The responsibility then fell on Bono, who was arrested on charges of instigation. My father's gang is probably after him now. He will never have a normal life again. When I told my father about the incident with Bono and asked for his help, I had made up my mind to return to my parents' home. Even though Bono was malicious, I used a Yakuza to threaten him. I'm also in the same position as Bono. But my father simply told me, "You are disowned as of today," and hung up on me. So I was cut off from the Yakuza world. Perhaps it was his last parental love. And a few days later, the boss was safely discharged. When the three of us went to pick him up, he was feeling much better. A hug, Hey, Muty Yuki, I made you worry. Wow, what's going on? It's been 10 years since you guys gave me a hug. Welcome back.
Dad! Welcome home.
Haha, it's going to snow tomorrow, huh? It seems like they've become much more mature thanks to you, Aoi. He smiled, trying to hide his embarrassment, and hugged them tightly. When we get back home, I'll pack up my things and go back to my place. It's time for you guys to spend some time together alone.
No!
Then Miyuri-chan clung to my arm, and when I tried to pull away, she clung to me even more. Miyuri-chan.
Oi-san's home is our place. I want you to continue living with us.
Why all of a sudden? I'm sure you've gotten used to having me around, but I don't know about the other two. I'm fine with it. Dad, you don't mind either, do you? What? Oh, I'm still not at my best, so it would be helpful, but... Wait, but Muty, could it be that you are in love with Aoi? Well, I don't mind if it's Aoi, but... Oh, I'm not ready yet. Aoi! Oh, boss, calm down. I haven't done anything to her. See, there's no problem. What makes you think that?
Hooray! You will continue to stay with us.
Muty suddenly smiles brightly. Unable to resist that smile, I decided to stay with them. I had no idea about her feelings to me until now. When you encounter difficulties, when you feel like giving up because you can't do anything on your own, there's always someone who will help you. I want to always cherish such a person.